September 5th, Labor Day, and we're going to make a movie inside so that we can put it up on YouTube or Facebook so Judith R can see what it looks like inside the camp. This is the inside of the camp upstairs. It looks like any other camp, but what we did some years ago was to take out walls and open up side porches that were unusable and make them usable by putting windows in all the way around. And so up here we have a fairly large open space, and there's the bookcase, you can see, but a fairly large open space with windows every place. And coming over here by the window, you get back here, here's a futon. That's where Carol and I sleep every night. We open that out and sleep on a futon in the middle of the room, which is big queen size futon and very comfortable. And there's a wood stove that we don't use very often. Here's a bedroom that has some suitcases and some tools and stuff lying in it, and there's a dresser. And this is the famous bathtub room. This bathtub, you can take a bathtub and you can look out at the river and watch the fishermen, and this window closes and there's a blind you can put down so you can take a bath while people are in the living room, and then you can still watch out on the river. It's sort of silly, but it's here. And this is typical of what we have on the wall. We have Remington Museum prints, and also some Kathy Wilmus prints. This was a National Symphony Run poster that she designed back in 1984. So here's a set of tools that are never used on the wall. Here's Carol at her computer in what we call the office. These are tools that we scavenged from when we tore down the little shed. There were old tools in the shed. That bucksaw was one. That propeller with a brass propeller on it, that shaft with a propeller on it, was another. That set of ice picks, ice tongs, is another. And here's another typical wall decoration. This is from the Antique Boat Show. This is which is down in Clayton. And then we're going to go downstairs. The stairs here, let's take a look at the toilet. Okay, here's the toilet. It's isolated by itself. Here is a toilet cover from long ago that we sanded and put varnish on. It's a decoration on the wall now. And here, of course, are some wall decorations that Nell drew on. And this is looking out this window at the neighbor and at the lilac bush. This is another bathroom that's here, right close to it. We have a mirror and a bed. It's a standard double bed. And there is a painting, I don't know. I guess it's done by Mary. And here's some sort of primitive art on the wall, picked up someplace. And in the office we have not only computers, but we have another bookcase. So there is some sort of a library here and a couple of bookcases. Now I have to go show you. The toilet is divided from the shower room, which has a certain convenience. Right now the dryer is running, and here is the shower. And it's very, very, very tiny space, but everything has been made to fit. So we have a washing machine and a dryer, and we have a shower. Now we'll go downstairs. This is John's testing station, where he takes his blood pressure and tests his blood sugar for glucose. And now here are the very steep stairs. They're just as steep as they look, and they're tricky, and sometimes old people and very old dogs do not go down them successfully. Some dogs literally have trouble with it. This is just some stuff we've had here by the window. It's my binoculars, and there's a faucet that has to be installed, and there's some hornet spray and things like that. There's my music books for my guitar. There's the guitar. I've got to set up the music stand now that things have calmed down. Here's another bookcase that's mostly used to store things other than books, although it does store some cookbooks. Here's another table. Here's the wine rack, which we have some wine, but we haven't put on the rack yet. We got here very late this year because of Carol's surgery last spring, heart surgery. There's the dining room table. Here's a map of a section of the river where we are, and we're approximately right there on this map. Here's the kitchen. This is what we call a Hoosier cabinet, because they were built in Indiana, and that's the way they look. That's an antique. Up here we have some fry pans and things that hang on the wall. Some are just decoration and some are functional. Here's a couple of more functional fry pans and a grater, and there's a phone that does work, although it's pretty ancient. This stove was new last year when the glass top stove broke. And here's the cabinets. There's a couple of wine boxes up on top, and we use these for pantries and the storage of dishes. It's a table that came from my brother's place. It's 50 years old. It's Formica, like isn't made anymore. And here is the countertop and sinks and so on. We do have a microwave, we have a toaster, and we have a dishwasher. And so this is what it looks. And then so we've come downstairs, and now we're going to go out on the side porch, which historically has been the most important porch here for many years, until we built the back porch, which is attached to the kitchen, which we'll go to next. Now here we have a couple of bells. I'm going to ring one of them and then ring the other one. That's a ship's bell to be played when you're in fog. That's a dinner bell that Nell gave us, which is made out of a huge chunk of steel oil pipe. And there you can see there's a fishing boat going along. So this is a good place to sit and watch the river from. And you can watch the river from here, and this porch goes all the way around here, so you get a sense. And we started up there on the upper porch. Now we'll go back and we'll go outside, take a look. Well, first we'll go halfway out and look at the glory hole, what we call the glory hole, and then we will take a look. Oh, first I have to show you Fibber McGee's closet. This is the door to the closet. It's next door to this map on the wall. It's in the dining room, and we store all kinds of things there under the stairs. Now we had a pressure tank fail, and we put a new pressure tank in. That's that blue thing back there. We also had a hot water tank fail 2 years ago, and that's a new hot water tank. And these are just some bumpers for boats and stuff like that. And so this is what we call the glory hole and what it looks like. And currently it's storing a pruning saw and a kayak paddle and a broom, and also a bunch of pipe that go into the kayak rack that's outside. Finally, this is the side porch, the back porch. This table is from